Okay, everybody. It's the start of the weekend. It's been a long couple weeks and a bunch of short weekends. Uh, Tonight, I'm hitting on the 10, almost 11 o'clock, so I still got a few hours to mess around. I was going to talk about the trinket, but I ended up writing a short post about it. And what's important about the trinket is that this is a 5-volt module, and I think now they have a trinket M0, and they have a whole nother product line that comes after this one. And I kind of want to touch base on like something that's super frustrating for I think for a lot of people who try to get into microcontrollers or try to get into this, whether it's this module or any other module. When you're trying to set it up, there's COM ports and what type of library do I use, and there's just a whole array of stuff that you have to do. And I know that when I first started trying to code, I got a couple boards and then I kind of messed around, but initially in the very beginning, I ended up with a Cypress semiconductor board. And I've posted about this earlier, but that board was like a development board. And I don't think it was supposed to be found. I don't think I was supposed to have it. I actually found it at a discount store, and it was in. There was two boards in this bag. That's how they package it. They put it in a like a Ziploc baggie or just a baggie. And I was like, hey, that looks like a cool board. And I ended up taking it home, and then I realized I couldn't actually program it because one, I didn't have the software, and it wasn't open source. And I think Cypress Semiconductor does that so that they could control the product. They didn't want to open it out to the market, so you're supposed to buy the software so that you could program these develop boards. Now, fast forward to now, and everything is basically, you know, it's a huge community effort. Uh, Groups are making boards, and you see online that people are making boards, and everybody's just, it's a huge community of stuff. So when you pick uh, what you're going to get into, whether you're going to try this type of hardware or another type, try to go back to the originators of who's making the board or who's selling the board and see if there's some documentation that you could use. If you go on the web, I can remember when you couldn't even look at data sheets. And now, you can look at data sheets and see what the chipset is, and you can look at everything with pinouts. And I think that's huge. And if you don't know that, you now know that, and that should like sort of open up the doors to say like, yeah, I think I'm going to give it a try. So this weekend I'm going to be messing around with the trinket, and then I'm going to dump out the sub. It looks like the batteries. I have to figure out how to get more batteries into that little camera case, but looks like I have the webcam going on that, and I also have the Raspberry Pi. Uh, it's not really a webcam, but it's the Raspberry Pi's camera in there, and then I also have the Yun that's in there. So it's pretty tight, and I don't know if I can be able to do it. I might make a bigger case. But if you're looking at this stuff and you see it and you decide you want to give it a try, go ahead and DM me or ask around and see if other people are doing it, or look through my stuff and you'll find other people. And there's just plenty of people out there who are doing all kinds of development and all kinds of different projects. So I don't think the creativity isn't out there in front of you, so you can't get a reference. So give it a try. Have a good weekend. We'll see how it goes with the sub tomorrow, and maybe I'll post. I don't know. It takes a long time, but I just wanted to reach out and say, hey, let's make it a fun weekend. Let's make some projects. Let's make some things for the future. Let's go be you. All right. Talk to you guys later.